Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Instagram, Astro Life on Instagram. Today, join me with Israel Secret Planet. We are going to talk about coming up Super Full Moon. Are you ready? This super full moon is very, very powerful because it's an Aries. It's an Aries moon, and there's so many things happening. So while I'm waiting for Israel, I would like to share something with you because I just come back to England last night, and I'm so tired. This morning I still have a little bit terrible headache. But I still decide to jump in to have the a podcast because I really there's a lot of things to do, but I was always alone and doing looking at star. And the last couple of days, I see the beautiful comet in the sky. I really see it with my eyes. This is not my first comet, I know, but still, it is amazing. Hi, Israel. I was just
I'm
chatting while I'm
here.
waiting for you. Because bragging about it, I so comet. I'm so proud of myself. How are you, my friend? How are you?
I am fine. I am fine. I'm fine. Great to see you. Was great seeing you at the AA conference as well. Well, in
Yes.
October last month, the month before last. But yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was great. Yeah.
But I see you every day on
Yes.
Instagram,
Yes.
TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm
Exactly.
joking.
I'm here.
But
I'm
when we
here.
see each other face to face, that's very different.
It's
I really enjoy it.
much more better, much more organic.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yes. So, well, I think today we have to talk about this coming up super full moon, right?
Super moon. Yeah, yeah. It's it's not too far from actually being an eclipse. Not too far, not too far.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
in terms of degrees, it's I think it's even less than 10 degrees. It would have been an eclipse, something like that. So
Yes. Yeah.
it's interesting. It's interesting, but yes, I think we must talk about that. It's interesting. Actually, on my way, I just got in not too long ago, and on my
Yeah.
way in, on my way in, I was coming from west, coming to the east, and
Yes.
obviously the sun is setting, so the moon was right in front
Right.
of me. It looks so huge. It looks like it's just down the road. And I thought, wow, supermoon. I'm going to be talking about that in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So yeah, yeah, no, it's a great moon. It's a full moon in Aries, of course.
Yes.
And I think it's quite interesting because it's a full moon, which is always about something flowering, something completing,
Yeah.
something, manifesting in some kind of way. But it's in the sign of Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac.
Yes.
I think what's also very interesting with this full moon is that it is going to be square Mars,
Mm-hmm.
and Mars is in Cancer, so Moon and Mars are going to be in a mutual reception.
Yeah.
So I think that's also very interesting, also as well. So we've kind of got a T squared, technically speaking, with this full
Yes.
moon. So, but Mars is in, but there's a reception, which I think is quite nice. I think that gives us a way out, and it gives us a way to perhaps maybe be able to channel that energy also as well.
Mm.
But it's a full moon in Aries, so it's got really good initiating power. It's got that cardinal power. It's got the fire with it, and then it's squaring Mars also as well. I think this full moon we may hear of some kind of, not necessarily has to be negative.
Mm-hmm.
I know in most cases it is, but I think we will hear of something quite oof, like a bit explosive, a bit in our face
Yes.
in some kind of way. I'm definitely expecting to hear something. I think it's going to be interesting, perhaps maybe in the news, or what's going to be the popular news. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, what's going to happen? Because full moon is also a place of release. You
Mm,
know,
yes.
and when you're releasing with Martian energy, it tends to have a bit of a kick to it. So yeah, so I'm definitely keeping my eye on that one. But yeah, it's really a big one. They the moon, the super moon is obviously when the moon is also closer to the Earth.
Yeah.
So it has a very strong effect on the tides, on the waters also as well during that time. So tides also rise also as well. So we may also hear maybe something also even connection maybe on sea or in the waters or something of that nature as well. And especially with Mars being in Cancer also at the moment and squaring it as well. So I think it's going to be a very, very interesting full moon. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it. But I'm not too sure. Is it the last super moon of this year, or
Yes,
I
exactly.
think it may be. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yes.
So
We have a July, we have a August, September, and this one is the last one.
the last one. Yeah. So it's very likely it's going to go out with a bang, as they say. So being in
Mm.
Aries and having that Aries energy, it's going to go out with yeah, with a bit of a bang. So it's quite
Mm.
interesting. It's really, really interesting.
I agree. Yes, when I first see the chart, I was like, ouch, that cardinal T square
Yes,
definitely going to have some, something very shocking, or
yes,
something kind of a very impulsive coming
yes,
coming through. And then from the mundane level, we can expecting something like a huge, scary, and kind of a explosion, whether by meaning or literally.
right, right,
What I
right.
mean is like kind of boom, like this, or
Yes,
or hit us on our face. Say, no, I can't believe it's happening.
yeah.
So that is true. But in the personal level, well, I mean, I know you study also not only traditional astrology,
Yes.
but you also have a background about psychological
Oh, you
astrology.
most
And I think,
definitely.
yeah, so I think we also have that tendency that not only we experience, but that we can also apply it, right?
Most definitely, most definitely. I think this is part of the astrology that I think is very important. It's not necessarily just
Uh,
me now.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think a phone call was trying to come in, so
you.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I see you on channel. You
Yeah,
say
yeah,
this one.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, yeah, so I think that's a very important part of astrology insofar as that it's not just about saying, oh well, this planet is making planet to that, so this is likely to happen. No, what does this energy tell us? It's an archetype, it's an energy, it's a pattern, and we can utilize it to the best of our ability. So
Yeah.
this kind of full moon, which is in Aries, it's also square Mars also as well. So we know that there's a lot of Martian energy involved. Perhaps we can actually use this energy to also, really, put, and actually, in a way, it's
Mm.
not just even a T square. It's actually a grand square,
Yeah.
because Pluto is also there at the end of Capricorn. So really,
Yeah.
because the full moon is going to be at what, 24 degrees, and and
Yeah.
and Pluto is at 29. It's about 5 degrees out. So really, we've kind of got a T squared here. So I think that there's a lot of tension here. I think there's
Yeah.
some big tension here that that's coming up. So what I would say with this for people, I think this is a really great time to maybe utilize that energy to motivate ourselves to do something energetic. Mars, Aries, it's a zodiac. Mars is a planet, and Aries is a zodiac sign that it likes to initiate and get things done, like to take on challenges, maybe confront something that maybe you have been having difficulty dealing with. Really put your energy into that. It can also be a great catalyst for initiating, something, maybe some business in your life, or maybe you want to do some work or something, with some projects or something to get it out there. This full moon is a really great time to really boom, like put it out there
Yeah.
also as well. So because yes, it's in definitely our psyche, and I'm also questioning how if this is also going to affect because you know we got Moon, Mars,
Yep.
Sun, if we're looking even at those three planets involved
Mm.
in some kind of a T squared
Yeah.
full moon,
Yeah.
moon rules Cancer. So for
Yeah.
those people who are ruled by Cancer, maybe they are Cancerians, or maybe Cancer rising, or maybe Mars also as well. Aries people, Scorpio people, and
Mm.
Sun, Leo people, Leo rising. How is this? I feel people who may have these planets, strong planets in their chart, or have it as a rising sign, will actually feel this full moon, this super full moon, actually maybe even more. And they may even be able to take the energy of that and even apply it to their daily life and initiate it into their life, which can allow them to perhaps maybe pioneer something, maybe begin
Mm.
something, release something, So yeah, yeah. So definitely, I feel it's very important that we utilize the
Mm.
energies and not necessarily just say, oh, maybe this is look like a bad aspect. Let me no no
Yeah.
no no no. Don't do that. Utilize it. What does it mean? What is the energy about? What does it express? Okay, tap into that energy and utilize it, because it's all of these planetary alignments, even though some of them are very difficult,
Yep.
they are resourceful. They are
Yes.
resources. They are energy patterns that we can definitely 100% tap into in our chart or in our life. Yes.
I
So yeah.
agree. And I really love the way you see it and that you remind us. Well, it's not usually we will tell audience say, okay, if you are cardinal sign like Aries, Sun in Cardinal, Cancer or Libra or
Yeah.
Capricorn, you are the one who experienced this most.
Mm.
But you also added a second layer, those sign ruled by the moon,
Yes.
ruled by the Mars,
Yeah.
and ruled by the Sun. That is
Yeah.
so important. That is so
Yes.
important because
Yeah.
these people are also going to experience
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
energy in their life, in their everyday's life.
Yeah. Because that's their ruling planet, right? So I truly
Indeed.
feel like their ruling planet, and I mean, if you wanted to get even more technical, I mean, whatever houses those signs are in
Yeah.
your chart, can be definitely affected. The planets that rule whatever houses in your chart, or rule your sun sign in particular and rising sign, when those planets change signs or they're in some kind of alignment, you are going to resonate with that because that's your ruling planet. So yeah,
Definitely. Thank you.
yeah,
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 I think for astrology we know that, but when we try to simplify, sometimes we ignore that detail, and
yeah,
people just missing the chance. But
yeah,
this you explain it so clearly and so
yeah.
well. Well, now let's add another layer. How about add another layer in, because we developed from the T square to ground course.
Yes,
Now that add another friend in. That is Venus at 29 degree in
a
Scorpio
Scorpio,
and the Neptune at 27 degree Pisces. So
Pisces.
they form a tri and a kite now.
That's right. That is right. So we've got the trine. The trine is okay. We know it's nice. It's in the
Sweet.
water sign as well. It's sweet. It's in the water sign. So we know water signs. Again, it's connected with our ability to be sensitive, to be empathetic, compassionate. So it's a very nice, particular kind of energy. It can also be extremely very healing, also as well. Yeah, especially with Venus and Neptune. It
Yes.
offers like a very quite compassionate and love for all, a worldly love. So I think that we can also be getting something here in terms of the world perhaps opening up on some kind of compassionate level. And I
We
think we
have.
need that, to be
We
quite honest,
definitely
with
do
a
that.
lot of the things that are going on in the world, especially, with the wars and things of
Yes.
that nature and tensions rising. I think this, Grand Trine can be something that soothes that energy in
Yes.
many ways. And we have to remember that Venus, she is she's going to be the planet that disposes of the sun in Libra,
Yeah.
and she's in Scorpio. And again, depending, again, if you're going with more traditional, you say Mars, and Mars
Yeah.
is in the picture, and or Pluto, and Pluto in a way is in the picture also as well.
Yeah.
So I think that Venus is acting as a kind of like a diplomat, a cosmic diplomat who's soothing the energy and coming with a meeting with Neptune, with Mars, and saying, look, let's spread some worldly love here. Let's get into, sharing and being compassionate towards one another, and let's healing one another. So that is what that grand trine in water for me is. So sensitivity is definitely going to be high, extremely high. So yeah,
Beautifully said. Beautiful word.
yes,
Thank you, Israel. Yes, I 100% agree with you. Look at that Venus at 29
yes,
degrees Scorpio. It
Scorpio,
hold those things. But the trine, as they are in the water side, and the trine with the Neptune, it tell
yes,
us, say, well, yes, the story is there, and the wounds is there, unpleasant things there, but
yes,
how long we going to hold them? How long we going to hold them and then refuse to be let go or
yeah,
healing ourselves? And I think you used a very beautiful word. They come in and they kind of bring the opportunity to heal
yes,
the wound, and
definitely,
that is so beautiful. Wow, this woman from we can see maybe we're going to, because I don't know if you thinking the similar way.
yes,
Those hard aspects are usually the our first impression, like our hit on our face, like bang,
well,
like that,
yes, that's right,
and
yes,
then we think, what's going on? But
yeah,
and then if we only
for
focus
on
on those,
that, yes,
yeah, that would be miss the chance, because there's a big whole picture is
exactly,
really
exactly.
beautiful.
Exactly. And I think Mars is a very key focal planet in all of this because he is the ruler of where the full moon is taking place in Aries. And
Yeah.
there's a mutual reception there with
Mm-hmm.
the moon and with the moon and Mars. So and Mars is also somewhat the dispositor for Venus also as well because she's in Scorpio, which is also ruled by Mars also as well. So I think a lot of this is Mars because he's involved in the and he's also involved in the Grand Trine as well. So so he's involved in both aspects. So I think he is a key player that we need to keep our eyes out on. Is that Mars, and I think it's going to be down to him. How do we fight? Are we
Yeah.
going to fight in a way that is destructive towards one another, or are we going to be fighting for love, for the world peace, for the
Yeah.
benefit of the world?
Yeah.
That the energy can go in either way. So, but we have some very positive energy here with and especially with Neptune also as well. I think Neptune will take the edge off. Neptune Mars, especially in a trine,
Mm.
can make people sacrifice or fight for something greater
Yes.
than themselves. You know,
Yes.
it's a world love, fighting for world love, fighting for world peace, fighting for that kind of thing. So that's yeah, Mars is really playing a very key role here
I
in all of
agree.
this.
Why
Yes.
are you talking about that? And one of our audience raised the question: what about the super moon conjunct Aries? Oh
Uh,
yes, they
oh
are very
yes,
close. But I'm not expert about the asteroid and dwarf planet. Israel, I don't
yes.
know if you have any few
Yeah,
words.
I don't. I'm not an expert on them. I don't use them per se, but I do know that Eris, she's, there's something connected with strife and things of that nature. And so Supermoon conjunct Eris. Again, I don't want to say let's look at the negative aspect of it, but it
Yeah,
does sound a bit like, ooh, so she's connected with strife and a little bit, somewhat chaotic and something like that. So
but I think
you know,
But I think it maybe just have an echo. What I mean is to emphasize there's a Mars and the Pluto. Mars Pluto is about to opposite. So when we see the Mars T square, the Moon and the Sun, and the opposite the Pluto, the
yes.
Aries is there to say, you know,
Uh,
the
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah,
these
yeah,
things could be similar.
Eris is like a cheerleader in a way, or she's part of the gang. She's part of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the
Say,
Rumble gang. Yeah,
him, hit him,
yeah,
hit
yeah,
him.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. Where sometimes you get some people are fighting, and then there's
Yeah.
always somebody going, yeah, go on, hit him, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like that's what Eris is going to be doing.
Not very helpful, darling. Not very helpful.
Not very
Okay,
helpful. Not very.
now I'm going to have a counter proposal.
Right.
is
Yes.
is apart from Aries, as we mentioned Aries, but I have
Yes.
to mention the fixed star spiker.
Yes.
It's a sweet
because
spot there.
yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, that is very important because the sun will be on Spica and the moon will be opposing it at 23, 24 degrees of Libra.
Yeah.
So that's quite a, but Spica we know is a very positive star.
Yes,
You know,
indeed.
it has a very kind of Venusian kind, kind of energy. So I think that will help. I think that will
Yes.
calm things down. I think that can really produce something, very, very peaceful. And it's quite interesting because that spiker, the fixed star, is also connected with sometimes like popularity, or sometimes
Yeah.
also connected with women and relationships and things of that nature. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see again what comes out of that, what we see perhaps maybe in the news, or coming up for us, information wise, with sun being there.
Yeah, I agree. I agree because this is a very, very beautiful fixed star, and I have to say, it gives us a lot of talent. So maybe to inspire us, use your talent to to make things
Yeah,
happen.
it's
And
happened. Yes, yes,
with this kind of a powerful cardinal energy, we are going to break through. We are going to do something.
exactly.
Use your talent. Ask what is your talent with this
Right.
spiker. I think this is a Benedict Brady's interpretation about the spiker.
So
It's
right,
a very talented.
right.
It's like a gift.
It's a
So
gift. Yes, yes.
it help us to find our gift.
Well, I quite like that, and I mean, I myself personally, I have a planet at Spike. I have Venus on Spike,
Ooh,
funny enough. So
no
yeah, yeah,
wonder you
exactly.
so
Yeah.
popular guy.
I thought I'd drop that in there. So yeah, so I've got Venus on Spiker, interestingly enough. So yeah, I think there is something about our talent, or perhaps maybe whether it's an artistic talent, whether it's a communicative talent, whether it's a talent of helping other people, counseling or whatever. Yes,
Hmm.
and because it's a full moon, um, I would say it's possible that this full moon can actually bring out your talent in some way, because
Yeah,
full moons are really about bringing things
yeah,
out. It's really about manifesting something. So yeah, we could probably see maybe many talents coming to the surface. So people, tap into your talents, man, with this full moon, super full moon, which is this where the sun's going to be on Spiker for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, indeed. Well,
Oh,
so
oh,
happy to
they're
join
saying they're
you.
saying they're
Yeah,
saying Sun, Spiker, and Juno.
you know.
Okay,
Okay, now we have a
okay.
whole nine
Now,
yards.
now, 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 now we've got marriage involved as well, and I think Juno is quite fitting,
Yeah.
because
Uh,
Juno is the a goddess of she's the wife of Zeus. She's was Hera,
yeah.
and she was the consort of she was the goddess of marriage and
Yeah.
relationships. And it's quite interesting that the sun is in Libra, which is ruled by Venus, which we know is also governed and connected with relationships also as well. So
Mm.
it's emphasizing something here in and around relationships.
Hmm.
And again, it's quite interesting because it's a full moon, and full
Yeah.
moon is where two, obviously, sun and moon are opposite each other. So
Yeah.
it's in a way it's an aspect that it manifests in and areas of relationship, and if we're looking at Aries and Libra, we could interpret it as it's me versus the other, or me versus others, and how are we connecting, how are we merging, how are we
Mm.
balancing that, also as
I
well. So
agree. I agree. Also, I am not the expert of the asteroid, but I
yeah,
really like the mythology, and I think
yes,
Juno has a role. I think if I remember correctly, I have to refer to Liam McCafferty, our dear
right,
friend, who really focused on asteroid and dwarf planet. I still remember. That's probably she mentioned it too, that Juno plays a role in the mythology, that she is kind of a mediator, trying to hold the peace in the when the when the war, when the god and goddess are fighting.
right,
She's holding the place, say, hey, don't forget, we are here, we are all family, we are all
yeah,
have to be here to look after each other. and she's a protector too.
Mm,
She's a protector, but I think she holds a very important place in
mm.
the sky because sometimes Zeus can go crazy. Jupiter, Zeus, he can go crazy and say,
Right.
"Let me destroy them," and she will walking behind,
Yes. Yeah.
smooth things out. She will, and she's just like trying to make things more smoothly. So maybe
Movie. Yeah.
let me go back to your scenario about about the some people bring the peace to talk about something. I
Yes.
think this will be Juno's role in behind,
And trying
like
to.
yeah, trying to make sense. Calm
Okay.
down, calm down. I
Yes.
know you're
Exactly.
upset. I know
Exactly.
you're upset, but have you considered this and that,
I,
that, 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 that?
exactly. Exactly. Because I think with this full moon, and again being squaring to Mars, and almost in a grand square or grand cross, I think there's a lot of tension. Uh,
Yes.
there's a lot of tension out there, politically, countries, war, and things of that nature. But just like what you said, I think you said what I'm sensing here is like there's also, although there's a lot of tension, there's also a lot of archetypal energy that's allowing us to say, okay, you can reason it out. You don't have to just go to war and just
Mm,
destructive and you can talk it out, you can reason it out, you can smooth it out, you can have a bit of compassion, have a bit of
mm.
love, and that's what that again, that grand trine, and and again, Mars is the focal point. So I think that's what it is. It's war or peace. But we can get the peace. We can be diplomatic. We can be open, and we will get it for sure.
100% agree with you. I
Yes.
was suppose I really want to finish this 10 minutes ago, but we just keep chatting.
Sadly, no, of course. You know what we're like, man. We'll go on all
Right.
evening.
Oh yeah, we can, but don't forget dinner. Don't forget dinner. Well, so
Dinner can wait.
yeah. Just bring the burger and keep chatting.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Israel, for joining us today, and I really enjoy every time I chat
Thank
with
you,
you. I
thank you.
just
It's,
feel
oh, it's
I
always a
feel
pleasure,
this.
Rod.
Yeah, no,
Eh?
no, my pleasure is mine. Well, I want to suggest that I will tell everyone, remind everyone for next couple days, for next couple days, if
Yeah.
you still have a chance going out, if sky is clear, going out to see super full moon, okay, especially when moon rising, and well, it's rising from the east. But if you have a chance, look on the west too, because the comet is hanging there. Okay, it's
Yes.
visible. It's visible. So look tomorrow if weather is good you have a super chance to see
It says,
a
yeah. Is yeah.
very unique astronomy things. On the east sky is a super full moon
Yes.
rising. On the west sky, a a comet
Yes.
which is 80,000 years orbit. So it you fly 80,000 years come to see us, and it's bright there.
I like it.
So it's
Yes.
on the it's oh Geraldine tries to say I can't see it. Well, Geraldine,
Hey,
come
Geraldine. Hey, Faye.
come come to meet me in the park tomorrow. I will show you. I'll tell you where is the comet on the west sky, high up. So this is an
but
opportunity. But if you
but
like
the
to
moon is
know,
out there now. I
yeah,
mean, for those of you in
yeah,
London,
Geraldine, go
UK,
to see the moon.
it go to the moon now. I mean, right now, look towards the east. I mean, she's not obviously completely full, but she's looking quite full, and she looks beautiful. So
It
yeah,
is,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yesterday when I was on a mountain, and then a gentleman really just trying to complain about everything because I was doing this photoing, and then
Right.
he was standing next to me, complain everything, and we all just like, could you just shut up because we are having the moment. But I just 10 minutes after I had enough, I tell him say, enjoy the moment, enjoy the
Into the
moment.
moment, right? Don't, yeah, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Get in there.
So,
Get in.
Ger-
Live in the moment.
Geraldine, if you cannot see the comment, Watch the moon.
What,
Bye.
what's the Well, she's already saying not at 1 a.m. So
Not at 1 a.m. Okay, not at 1 a.m. No, 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 no. I know it's not at 1 a.m. I will contact Geraldine. Geraldine, we are neighbors, so I will take Geraldine
yeah,
out for to see the comet tomorrow. But if you like to learn about the comet this Saturday, sorry for advertising.
yeah. No,
If you like
go
to
ahead.
see, if you like to learn about the comet, how comet can have an impact in astrology, and how to interpret the comet, join me this Saturday, 4 p.m. UK time. Okay, and it would be a little cost, £20 for
Yeah.
this course. But join me, and you
Well,
have a
well,
1 month to
well
listen
worth
it.
it.
Yeah,
£20 well spent.
thank
Trust me.
you,
Uh-huh.
thank you. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Israel. And then
Thank
so
you.
don't. Yeah, really looking forward to run another podcast with you
Yeah,
very soon. Then.
definitely,
Then,
definitely.
thank you for
Thanks.
joining us, and
Thanks a lot,
thank you for
guys.
your opinion. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.